my dolls, so today we have a fun project. I'm gonna be making a sweater for Ken. And we all know our Kens need so much more love than Barbies because, well, they just don't get any good fashions. Even when Mattel started doing the signature fashion packs or Barbie Look signature fashion packs, we don't have any for Ken yet. We only have 5 for Barbie. So there's nothing for Ken, and he's really lacking in realistic clothing. So I went in the female department at Walmart and I picked up these socks. They're called Mucklucks. This pattern I felt is kind of unisex, and so it will make great fabric for the male doll that you have. There are socks you can get from the guy section, but there are none like this, and they seem to be more expensive. I don't know what's going on over there in the men's department. I do have another pair of socks that I got from Dollar Tree, and so if I could find those during the duration of this video, I will pull them out and probably do the same method. So the basic construction of a shirt is you get the torso part, the sleeves as well. And so this is probably going to be the torso part of it, and then probably going to take the sleeves from this part of it. If you don't want to sew, you can always use hot glue. Now, it's a sweater. I do want to make it a turtleneck. So how I cut this, the torso part, that's going to be the thing. So there's always a part of the sock where the pattern doesn't quite meet up. So make sure you either cut along this part of it or have that be in the back. So here's what we have. This is how I cut out the torso part. And then I went and cut the pieces away from here so I could get that turtleneck like I wanted. And I cut it a little bit deeper because you have to realize when you hem it, the neck is going to be shorter. So in order to not have it too short after hemming, you want to allow for that when you're cutting it out in the first place. Then you're going to hem this part because that's going to be the shoulders. Cut an opening right here to allow for the armholes. This is the bottom part that I had to cut off. This part is already hemmed, so what you can do is make some of those shorts, you know, the sweater shorts that get sold around Christmas time. You can make those for your dollies, or a nice little sweater tank top that are really popular in fall, or a little skirt. And you would just need to hem this part and then leave, and then like cut this to be the waist or whatever, and like sew it right there, and then it can slide on the waist or the torso, however you want to do it. So we're gonna reuse this part. We're not gonna throw that away. So I've cut down to this point on both sides, and sewing with stripes is like a hack because to get symmetry, you just go to the stripe and you can keep symmetry that way. You have a little leeway for that hemming, so you'll hem this part, and then this is going to be some of the shoulder, so it's like this. So I would hem it right here to leave enough space for the sewing over here. So we do have the hem of that shirt done. I did it with glue. And then this is about how much you have to work with. Note where you're pinching right there. And you could even like put one stitch in there just so you don't lose the mark. But again, we're sewing with stripes. So we know that at the end of this stripe is where the armpit is gonna meet with the rest of the torso of the sweater. Slit it like there, which I slid it a little bit halfway down because I wanted to account for the hem up here. And then I actually glued I glued the entire stripe. I didn't stop at the bottom of the stripe. I glued the entire stripe to again allow for where the sleeve has to be attached. So we're gonna start by attaching that sleeve there, and then rolling it around like that, and then taking the other side, rolling that around like that, and then once you do that, once you do that, you should be able to hem the shoulder part around the sleeve like that. That's how that needs to go. So here is the sweater. As you can see, this side of the shoulder came out perfect, and then this side not so perfect. So the last thing you need to do is to flip it over. And even my this didn't come out perfectly in the center, but you can see it there. That's how you know this is the back. You now have to cut an opening so that the Ken can wear it. But maybe, I don't know, maybe his head can fit through there. Let me see. So if this were not a turtleneck, or even if I would have cut the turtleneck a smidge wider, his head could have gone through there. And there'd be no need for an opening. So keep that in mind. I think next time I will just do that. Actually, I just snipped a little piece of how much it needed to go to be open for the head to go in. I'm just watching the integrity of the seam over there. So I've got that part. Let's see. So I'm not actually liking this. I think that the turtleneck should have been a separate piece. To be honest, that's what I'm thinking. Even though we did all that measuring, it wasn't enough. These are things we have to account for. He can shove his sleeves up like that. And if you're sewing it, you can ruche this where it's like permanently like in that position. But yeah. So the neck is fixed. Now, if I had not tried to do that turtleneck, I could have made the sweater longer on the torso. So just keep that in mind. When you're not gonna make the turtleneck, the sweater will be longer. So the neck is fixed. So now let's fix the sleeves. So much like the neck, I just cut off here and then roll. Actually, his hand is right here. So I'm going to cut off right here, which I really hate to lose this pattern right there. So I would have rather like had cut off more there. But, you know, whatever. I'm going to lose this pattern. But that's his hand right there. So I need to cut this off and then roll the hem again. Alright, so here is how the sweater has turned out. I do wish it was a little bit longer, but again, if you're not trying to make the turtleneck, it will be longer. I did put him in these kind of 90s wash type of jeans with the ripped knees. I think it's very stylish of him if I do it that way. And I put him in the faux Timberlands. And so now it's looking very, very good. Now this is actually like perhaps like a Christmas sweater just because of the red. But if you can find a sock with some orange in it, then yeah, full on fall. So still gonna label this the fall sweater. Again, this is my just backdrop. I caught you, I saved your life. This backdrop is a 20 by 30, and I just got another one that is 24 by 36 because y'all know I needed a bigger one, a taller one for the cabin. And it's from Walgreens. I got the picture from Canva, and you set it to whatever dimension you need, and then you take it to, you upload it to Walgreens website. They can print it out same day, usually within an hour. and you have a nice little backdrop that is just what's around it. But when you crop into it, you can see how good it really looks. I blurred my background on purpose. That way I don't need to rely on the camera to blur the background, because usually the camera doesn't blur the background, it looks less realistic. But I blurred it on purpose. So like I was telling y'all, always try to use the coupon. These print things are like Hobby Lobby, where the things go on sale every other week. Today, the one I got was only $10 because it was a poster, not a poster board or a print board like this one was, but it was a poster and it was 70% off. And that was for the 24 by 36 poster. So with this top, or this piece, I did go and hem it. And now this is going to be the bottom, because the stretchy part is going to go for the waist. So I have my doll here, trying it out on her. Just going to tuck that shirt in. And then pinch the back to see where I should cut or sew. It's kind of more difficult to do it on camera, but you get the idea. So that's where that is as a skirt. Kind of short, but we can also do it as, once we glue the back, we can also do this as a shorts, and we'll just sew right here to make the shorts, which I think look really cute with this outfit. So I went ahead and glued right here just to make this a quick video. I glued there, and then I cut down the back, and now I'm going to put this onto the Barbie inside out to see where I should glue it. And instead of gluing, you could always sew it. So here we go. Once you put that on inside out, you can then see where you need to sew it or glue it to make some shorts. So here are the shorts with the outfit. I gave her like a very preppy look, and it is white, black, and gray. Love it. She has a mini fashion brand purse. And then she has the headband that I made, which I have a shorts, or a reel, I should say. No, a shorts. YouTube is shorts. On how to make that. It's very simple. And she has a mini fashion brand boots on. And it just looks so stinking cute. And I love the fact that it's shorts. For some reason, this happened. So I decided to make a sweater for the girls, and so I hemmed it here. I need to go back in. Let me just right now on camera like that, hem that down. So I hemmed it here and there. This is so you can like basically see the shape, and I have two of these. And what should I do now? Should I flip it inside out first? Okay. Done. Like, as I was making this, I was like, ooh, this will make a good grandpa cardigan. You know how we like the grandpa cardigans in fall, the girls do? But I already cut it like this. I think it still can be done, but. Okay. I'm just checking the integrity of that seam. And so, there we are. We have it like that. And then we'll put her in there. Now you need dressing gloves, technically, because, especially with this one, because the hands are gonna come through. And I'm gonna do y'all a hack. This is the nearest thing to me. Take a Ziploc bag. Hey, I don't need this kind because it's made funny. Darn it! I have to get up. Okay, you take a Ziploc bag And this is if you don't have dressing gloves. You cut off a corner, then you put the corner onto the hand like so, and then you slip the hand through. See? Hand's on there, hand is through. Okay, so then for the other side, same thing. So there. So for the sleeve to be longer, we're actually going to do like a V-neck sweater. And this I was talking about, like, man, this is a cute sweater. So I want to make sure this is down really well. Don't burn yourself. Please and thank you. Okay. Make sure that's down. And then we have our torso tube. And then I didn't hem it or anything yet, which I should. I'm just measuring. So it can go like that. And we may be able to get a sweater dress out of it. Maybe not. I wonder if I should do like this. That's cute because this pattern can go with this pattern, but also the burgundy pattern can go with that pattern right there. And then these can tie in, can draw the eye to the bottom of it. But I think maybe I do like it like this with the white at the top. So let me do the hem and then decide. So I positioned the sleeves onto the Barbie. So I was sure to get this part in the middle like I want it. But now I'm going to take it off and start gluing everything around towards the back. In the back, I'm not going to glue like this because I want to make sure there's a big enough opening to get Barbie's body through. So instead of gluing like this, I'm going to separate these pieces like that. And I might end up cutting some of this off because it'll be like excess fabric at that point. So yeah, but that's basically where we're going with this. It looks pretty cute. So yes, it's all glued around now. And now you get a little bit of excess. So you just cut along there and then flip it inside out and glue it so you don't see the hem, but glue it in such a way where it's easy to get the body in and out. I think that looks cute. A tad too short for a dress, but a little tunic sweater, it looks so cute, I think. And maybe if you wanted it as a shorter dress, you could always put leggings on the doll and some knee-high boots, and it's not gonna look scandalous. Okay, here's what we get as a final result. We have a his and hers sweater set, yay! And I like hers a lot because it's kind of tribal-y, and I like his because I have a nice sweater for Ken. But I like hers a lot. I like the tribalness of it, and I like the tunicness of it, and I paired it with the Mini Fashion Brands fringe bag. And she's wearing some boots because I made these pants really long for some reason. But yeah, they're just a couple of friends going out to the park in a nice fall stroll, about to sip on some coffee and or tea. So yeah, thumbs up this video if you liked it and found it helpful. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!